Hi friends, welcome back to Marsh Landing Homestead. Welcome back to my kitchen. We are gonna have fun today baking a few things in preparation for a Christmas party we're having tomorrow. So a couple videos we're gonna make today. First one is cheesecake. I am tasked with making 2 cheesecakes, and I thought it would be fun because you know my girls, they just started laying. I thought it'd be fun to test my cheesecake recipe with store-bought eggs and farm fresh eggs to see what the difference is. I am so excited. So here we go. So start to finish a cheesecake recipe. It is so yum. Starting off with 1/3 cup of butter, and we're gonna put this in the microwave and let it melt. Here we go. Cheesecake deliciousness. Let me know if you love cheesecake. I would love to hear. If you are new, welcome. My name is Jen. We are all about some cooking, crafting, and homestead activities. So excited. This is almost melted. You want to make sure it's melted. 1/3 cup of butter, okay? I think we are pretty close. Let's give it a couple more seconds. Give it a couple more seconds. And we are good. Yep, we are good. All right, 1/3 cup of my butter melted. All right, friends, here we go. So I have all of my ingredients. We're gonna make 2 cheesecakes today. I'm gonna do them separately so you guys can see how to do it and the recipe for just 1 cheesecake. Things you're gonna need. I don't buy the pre-made graham cracker crust. I just use graham crackers. You can buy them cheaper, then they don't have any of that other stuff in it. Then you're gonna need a 9-inch Springform Pan. 9-inch Springform Pan. You're gonna need 1/3 cup of butter. You're gonna need about, well, a cup plus about 3 tablespoons of sugar and 4 eggs, okay? So we're doing a comparison. We're doing 2 cheesecakes. So a comparison side by side of a cheesecake made with fresh farm eggs and a cheesecake made with fresh and with store-bought eggs, okay? So that we're doing 2 different comparisons. You're also gonna need 4 blocks of cream cheese. So there's a lot of things that I skimp on and buy generic, but cream cheese is not one of them. I buy the name brand cream cheese. I prefer it. It is much creamier, it is much sweeter, it is much more tasty, delicious, and it does make a smoother cheesecake. Cheesecake is all about the mouthfeel in addition to the sweetness and the combination, and it is so delicious. So let's get into it, okay? First thing we're gonna do, I have my blender out. I'm going to put in about 1.5 containers of graham crackers, and then we're just gonna puree it. We just need it on a puree. Okay, so I have 3 packages plus 2 graham crackers in another sleeve. I'm gonna put them all in the blender. We're gonna make both of the crust at the same time. So just FYI, you only need about 1.5 packages of graham crackers. I just find it easier to just do it all at once, and then we don't have to worry about measuring and all of that twice. It's all gonna get crushed anyway. Oh, I'm running out of space. Hold on, let me make some space. And that's how easy it is to make your own graham crackers. So amazing. Hold on. Get this last package in there. And we're gonna get this going. So it doesn't have to be in, you know, just super fine or anything. You just want to be in large chunks. because they are not gonna soak up the butter and stuff. So you just don't want any large chunks. I have a bowl. I'm gonna take about 3 tablespoons of sugar per crust. I'm just gonna eyeball it. I don't measure it. It's fine. It's not gonna hurt a thing. It is dessert anyway. It is dessert anyway. Gonna add the graham crackers, crumbs. This aside. And we're gonna add the butter. So remember, you guys need a 1 or about 1/3 cup of butter melted per pie crust, and I'm doing 2. You'll also need your graham crackers, about 1 1/3 to 1.5 cups of graham crackers per crust. Then we're gonna kind of just mix it, okay? Mix it, and so we're just gonna mix it until it is nice and soft. The butter is gonna kind of, you know, as liquid kind of comes in contact with something dry, it does kind of create like little beads. So I just press the butter into the graham crackers just to make it softer. You just don't want it to have big chunks. You just want a nice, soft, loose crust, okay? Okay, so now that this is all ready, see, it's still loose, like flaky, crummy crust. But I'm gonna tell you my secret, okay? I get a lot of comments when people try my cheesecake about how do you get that crummy textured crust, but it doesn't like leak everywhere, right? So let me tell you the secret. Are you ready for the secret? Because the secret is coming in 5, 4, 3, 2. After I pour it in, I just make sure that it's kind of even. I will take a cup. You can use a measuring cup. You can use a glass. You can use whatever. You just want something that's flat bottomed. I'm going to use this glass right here. And I'm just going to press it into the pan. That's not the secret. There's more, girls. There's more. Which I'm going to tell you in just a minute. This will allow you to really make sure that it's not too crumbly. It presses down and it compacts, because remember that we put liquid butter in it, right? It was melted butter. And it allows you to get a even style crust, okay? So I usually start in the middle and then just kind of work my way out, and then all the way around, pressing it in. And while I'm pressing it, you can see that I'm taking the excess and I'm just kind of scooting it around the outside. There's my oven preheated to 350. And then, are you ready for the secret? I'm gonna put it in the freezer. I'm gonna put it in the freezer. Now, it only needs to be in the freezer 5-10 minutes. You just wanna give that time, that crust, those crumbs, time to really kind of meld back together. So we melted the butter, we mixed it with 2 dry ingredients, the sugar and the graham cracker crumbs. So we added those together, and so when we put it in the freezer, we just kind of want it to meld back together so it doesn't crumble under the weight of the filling that we're putting in, okay? So I'm just gonna make a regular cheesecake. This, I am gonna put some strawberry topping on it, but this is just gonna be a plain cheesecake. Sometimes when I'll make a pumpkin cheesecake, I'll put like pumpkin pie filling on top of the crust and then the cheesecake filling and make it all pretty. Sometimes I'll do like a caramel cheesecake with like crushed Snickers on top, or you know, you can really do just about anything. But this one is all about the comparison between store-bought eggs and my little bitty chicken eggs, my baby chickens. They started laying a couple weeks ago and they are so stinking sweet, but they do lay little bitty eggs. So in comparison, when you think about a cheesecake, we're mixing cream cheese, sugar, vanilla, and eggs together. We're whipping it all together, and the eggs is what's gonna give it that rise and fall. Whenever the cheesecake rises, the eggs are it's what's gonna do that. And then once it cools off, you notice it sags a little bit, right? Well, the eggs are what's doing it. So I typically use 4 of these large store-bought eggs, but since I have chickens now, I'm going to try and use these little eggs, but I'm not gonna do 1-to-1. Since they're about 2/3 the same size, I'm going to use 6 eggs instead of 4 eggs. I'm gonna use 6 of the homegrown chicken eggs, home chicken eggs, and then I'm gonna use 6 in the other recipe of the other eggs, okay? So we're really just gonna mix all of the ingredients together, and then with a mixer, you can use a stand mixer if you want, you can use whatever you have. I'm gonna use just a hand mixer today. So there's my 4 eggs. Let me wash my hands real quick. All right, so there's the 4 eggs that we need in our store-bought chicken eggs recipe. I'm gonna use about a cup of sugar. About a cup of sugar and about a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm really bad with measuring vanilla too. I love the vanilla flavor, so I just dump it in. I do. I'm guilty of that. All right, then we're gonna just use our mixer to make a nice, beautiful filling. You want your cream cheese softened too. You don't want it all just hardened because it's gonna take longer to mix and it's not gonna mix as thoroughly. You wanna just make sure that your cream cheese is softened. So I just leave it out on the counter for, a couple hours and then just go on about my business. So we're just gonna beat this until it's all well incorporated and semi-smooth. It's not gonna be completely smooth. Just takes a couple minutes to get a smooth, creamy cheesecake. That was quick, right? All right, let's move on to the other one with our, I'll move that aside, with our home-baked, our fresh chicken eggs. They're so cute. They're so cute. Yes, if you guys are new, make sure you are subscribing, like and follow the page so that you can get notifications whenever I am posting videos. Additionally, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite cheesecake is. Let me know what your favorite cheesecake is. You know what? I might just do 5 eggs, or should I do 6? Oh, almost got the shell. Shell's crumbling on that. Hold on. Plate's the first thing I can grab. I just want to make sure we didn't get any shell in our cheesecake. We're good. I'm gonna just do 6. What's the worst that's gonna happen? It's gonna be too big. Oh, that is a beautiful egg. Beautiful egg. I should have done both of them at the same time, so I only had to wash my hands once in between the eggs. But there goes I am for thinking. I'm not thinking. That's the problem. That would be the problem. The problem, girl. That's the problem. All right. this cleaned up. And we're gonna add our sugar, a little vanilla. Oh my gosh, I've made homemade vanilla and I cannot wait to use it. It is looking so amazing. It is looking so amazing. I cannot wait to use it. If you've never made your own homemade vanilla, you need to. It is absolutely far better than any of the store-bought vanillas. I buy my vanilla on Amazon. I buy whole vanilla beans. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna show you guys the difference. Hold on. Let me get the sugar off this spatula. How much darker and richer these eggs are. I'm gonna show you guys. Now I'm just making a mess. It's fine. I'm gonna use that later, so I don't wanna just leave it on the counter. Let me mix this and I'm gonna show you the difference already. Already a difference. All right. Let me scoot this over and we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison so you can kind of see the difference in color. Oh my gravy. So this is the farm eggs. See how rich and yellow that is? And then that's the store-bought eggs. White, rich yellow, deliciousness, eggs, yes, please. Look at the difference. Farm eggs versus store-bought eggs. And you know what I might do? I might get it out of this shadow so you can see it under the light better. There's the white eggs. Reach over. Here is the home eggs. Can you see the difference? Home, store-bought. This is gonna be a richer cheesecake, I can tell you now. I can tell you now. All right, so let me go grab my, so I went and grabbed my crust out of the freezer. They've been in there for a few minutes and it's absolutely fine. They are not, I mean, it is like it's set. See, if I put my finger in it, it's not gonna like spread away. Because remember, if you're pouring a liquid onto something that could be crumbly, if it's not set, it will spread, right? Under the weight of what you're pouring in, it will spread. So you'll have some thinner pieces of crust, and I've worked hard on this, so I wanna make sure that it is perfect, okay? So I'm going to take my spatula. Just gonna mix in any extra pieces from the outside of the bowl, and I'm just gonna pour it in my crust. This even smells richer. Oh my gosh. Smells amazing already. So I have my oven heated to 325. I don't water, I do a water bath for my cheesecake. I am not a professional baker. I am not a professional hardly at anything. So I don't care if it has cracks in it. I'm just gonna go on about my business, right? I'm just gonna do what I can do. I don't wanna contaminate it with the other eggs and make it a little more yellow. So I'm gonna just grab another spatula. So we have an even comparison. You know, apples to apples, eggs to eggs. Couple of folds in on the outside. Looks beautiful. you know what one thing my desserts are? They're homemade and made with love. That's what they are. All right, so let me show you guys these difference. Okay, I'm gonna move them back over here on the counter so you can see in the pan what the difference in color is. Insane. There is the home chicken eggs and there is the store-bought chicken eggs. I don't know, can you tell the difference? Let me know in the comments if you can tell the difference. I don't even know. All right, I'm gonna put these in the oven. They're gonna be on a, on the medium, or on the middle rack. I'm gonna put them in the same oven. They're gonna bake for about an hour. Store-bought is going on the left. Store-bought eggs is on the left. You guys help me remember. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. Now I do have a tip for you if you are concerned about cracking on your cheesecake. I do have a tip. So those are gonna bake for about an hour. I usually use a skewer. You can use a knife or a fork or whatever. You're gonna stick it in, and once it is no longer, when it's kind of crumbly, it's no longer liquid on the skewer, they are done, okay? You don't wanna overbake it, but when you're done, when they're done baking, you want them to come down, back down to room temperature slowly, okay? So a lot of the cracking comes from this tripod is awful. It like keeps going doing this. I got a new one coming, you guys. I got a new one coming. So if it's like a temperature shock, right, on your cheesecake, then it's going to crack. It's going to crack, so if you just take it out of a 325-degree oven and you put it on the counter or on a cooling rack or on the stove or wherever, it's going to crack, okay? It is going to crack. And I'm okay with that because I'm not a professional. This is home-baked, it's not professional bake, right? But I still want it to look good. I want it to be pretty because we eat with our eyes first, right? We eat with our nose, we eat with our mouth, or we eat with our nose and we eat with our eyes before we eat with our mouth. So I want it to still be pretty, but I want it to taste good ultimately in the end. So what I do, here's a secret too. Here's a secret. So turn your oven off, leave the door open, just cracked, for 15, 20 minutes. And let it kind of come back down to room temperature a little slower. Take it out, leave it on the counter or on the stove or on a cooling rack for at least an hour. At least an hour. Then you can take the Springform off and then you can refrigerate it if you want. I would leave it out cooling for at least 4 hours prior to putting it in the refrigerator. My preference is a cold cheesecake and not a room temperature cheesecake. So that's my preference. You guys tell me what your preference is in the comments. We are going to serve this with a homemade strawberry coulis. So I canned these up. I got some strawberries, organic strawberries, and I tried to make jelly. My first time making them, it didn't set up, but you know what? It is perfect for cheesecakes, perfect for potatoes, no. Perfect for cheesecake, pancakes, you know, anything like that. It's like a strawberry coulis. So we're gonna put this on top of our cheesecake and I'll show you guys all of that. When this is done, I will let you guys know and see what the difference is after it is baked, and I'll let you guys know in the comments how the cheesecake tasted, the difference in the taste. I'm excited to find out. Okay, we're gonna try to see if this cheesecake is done. So we're just gonna see, it's not necessarily, I'm starting to smell it. So I think it's getting close. So when I open the oven, see how it's not quite so jiggly? It's still a little jiggly, which it's gonna be. But we're gonna take our skewer and just dip it in the center. Ooh, it come out clean. Come out clean. All right, so we're gonna take these out. So here's the difference again. Here's the store-bought eggs. here's the farm fresh eggs. You see the difference? I can't wait to taste them. I will let you guys know in the comments how amazing they are. If it is truly and indeed more rich and more flavorful with the farm fresh eggs. So excited. I can't wait. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. I will see you guys on the next video. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe. Let me know your favorite topping for your cheesecake, and I will see you in the next one. Love y'all. Thank you so much, and smile because you're worth it. Bye.